Okay, welcome back to another section of ETOO Academy. My name is Emmanuel. I'm a content creator, content designer, web developer, and graphic designer. And now I'm your host. If you are new to this channel, please, I'm begging you, please subscribe and like our video, and give us comment in the comment section on how you feel about this channel. You only can make us better. You only can make us better. We are trying to push our subscribers to 100, and I think we are having some tens to go. Please help us push that. I'm begging you. And if you are a returning subscribers, wow, come have a hug. You are the best. You are the best. Okay, now, one thing I discovered in the last video is my usage of content of auto alignment, which I'm going to do a little bit breakdown here today, is somehow confusing to some people, which I think let me do a little bit further explanation, hoping they will get it. Once again, all we do on this channel is to teach you on how to be a content designer from scratch to perfection. So if you want to be a professional in content designer, please stick with this channel as we'll be releasing videos on content designer. We won't be restricting this video to Figma alone. We'll be touching other software, but for now we are focusing on Figma as per request. And if you want us to touch other softwares like Illustrator, Photoshop, CorelDRAW, among others, please let me know, as I am flexible to blend into all those softwares, even InDesign. Oh, come on. I can blend into all those software and show you one or two tricks there on how to be a professional content designer. Without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, now, I said I want to show you some stuff on auto alignment, auto layout, pardon my language. So what I would do to explain this further is come to your frame here. Let's pick our iPhone 14, even though I've never used iPhone before. I've never used one before. I won't lie to you. I've never used one before. Okay. And let me undo that. Okay, now this is a frame. No doubt about that. This is a frame having its width, height, like the normal frame we do have. Now, when we convert this to auto alignment, something changed. Look at what we have in here. Let me undo that. You see, we are not having that, but immediately I convert it to auto alignment, we're having this. Now, this we are having two content for now. We're having fixed width and all content. All content is if I create anything inside this frame, hug it. Like, when you say you are hugging someone, I don't know, maybe you can come closer. Let me hug you. You hold the person tight, meaning that you are hugging it, hug the person tight. I think you get that. This will respond, the parent will respond to the children content by hugging it. Now, fixed width is saying that maintain your position, maintain your size. You get that? So now if we use all content and I come here to maybe let's put in another frame inside. Let me put another frame inside. You see, it's hugging it. See that hug, very close hug. It will hug it closely. Now this should be used with purpose. All these things should be used with purpose. So if you want it to hug it, tell it to hug the children container, children component. But don't mind it. You can come down here. Anything you are putting inside does not affect the weight. The parent will just respond to what you have inside. See, if I duplicate this, it will respond to it. If I'm asking it that, okay, oh boy, spread this thing out, it will spread it out. See, these are container. Let me change the color so that you can see what we are saying. Let me use this gray so that you can see this very well. I will say this should be deeper gray. These are predefined ash. These are predefined color, in which I know I cannot do without. And the last one will be deep ash. See, look at them. See, these are predefined. Okay, now you see, it's hugging it. I can now come down to my parent and say, okay, parents, give this thing some spacing, give them breathing space now. Don't be a parent that is hospitalizing or arresting or too over, too much security on their children. Give them space, let them breathe, let them breathe. See, now it's giving them space, giving them breathing space. You can breathe. So now you can now say, okay, padding left and right. This is a padding left and right. Padding left and right. So you can say, okay, padding. Give them breathing space now. Come on, give them breathing space. Let's say 30. See? Okay. Top and bottom. Top and bottom. Why now? Give them space. Let's say 80. See? You are seeing the auto layout. And I can also come back here and say, let my direction come down. Wow. So these are what auto layout does that normal frame won't do. Normal frame won't do this for you. Don't forget we are on org. Now if I come back here and say, okay, let me change this to fixed width. Fixed width will not respond to the children anymore. It won't hug the children anymore. I can say 5,000. What is it? 500. See? See? You can come down here and say, okay, align. And still align. But it's not responding to the children's size anymore. If I come down here and I say, let this be 500. See now. See. It's not responding to the children anymore. If I come down here and I increase this beyond the size of the parent, let's say 700. See, it's coming out. The parent is not responding to it anymore. But if I come down to parent and I say, okay, parent, respond to your content. See, to respond to the content, you can adjust to the content. I hope you get that. So that's I've talked about org, I've talked about fixed width. Another thing I want you to know is that there's still another one called field container. Field container is now saying instead of the parent to respond to the children respond to the size of the parent. See, it's responding to the size of the parent. Okay. Now, when I'm using this, I like this attitude whereby if I'll use respond to content, the parent, I like fixing it. Let's fix this and let's say this should be like, let's say 500. Don't use the other time. And let's say 500. See, now I'm telling the children that respond to the size of your what of the parent. That's field container. If I ask you to go to org, you see that our org is no more here. Our org is no more here. See, because our parent is fixed. If I ask this to fill, sorry, if I come to my parent and I say, okay, parent org, you see that what we have in here will be different. See? So I will advise you, if you want to understand this very well, let me just do the breakdown. Parent container can be either org or fixed. Parent can be either org or what? Fixed. We have another one called field container. Field container means inherit the property of the parent. Inherit the size of the parent. You can inherit the width, you can inherit the height. So that's that. This is the size, size between the spacing. See, the spacing between, let me see, maybe to show us the spacing. See, let me hold it down. The spacing between the containers. See, the spacing between them is 50. I can say, okay, let's make it 100. The spacing between containers, the inner container, the children container, that's the spacing between them. This is padding left and right, you see, padding left and right. Why this is padding top and bottom. You can break this down and come down here, you see, padding top, bottom, left, right. So these are padding. I think you get that. And these are direction. These are direction. Why this is not going with the remaining children is because it's in fixed. So let's change it to org to move to the remaining container. I think this is for, have I deleted one by mistake? I think I've deleted one by mistake. Okay now. So we can now add this to let's change the direction and ask it org. Is it me or my container? 1, 2, 3. Okay. See, is in fixed. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. See part of what I'm saying. This is fixed. One of the container is fixed. Let me see. This one is fixed. So we have to say field container, don't worry, field container. So when we change it, it will respond. To respond. So you have to know what you are doing when you are doing all this thing. Org, my dear, org. I've scattered this thing. Oh. I've scattered them. Fixed. Why is it fixed? I've fixed a lot of things here. This is fill. Fill container, which is fine. Fill. Fixed. See? Fixed. So you can't fix them. It will affect your settings, it will affect your responsiveness. So now let's go back again, and this one is still having one fix. See. So please know what you are doing when you are working with all these things. Know what you are doing, because one setting, just like coding now, one language like this can dismantle your work. I'm telling you, can dismantle your work. So I'm going to do one more thing. I think everything is perfect now. I will have to change the direction so that you can know we are. So let's ask it to org container, and this to org container. Okay, now we can now say no, let's balance. So please, these are the breakdown. These are the breakdown. We have org container is embracing the children container, embracing what is inside. So when the parent is orging, the child is filling container. It will fill to container. It will fill to container. The parent will org, the child will fill container. Fixed width is you defining the width. Don't go beyond this. And please, if you are doing that, know what you are doing. Know what you are doing. Know what you are doing. Unless your work will dismantle. So we talk about fixed container, we talk about fill, we talk about org. Remember the warm organ I'm giving you when you're talking about org. The parents will have to org their children, while the children will have to fill, especially to our mothers now, to our ladies, the one that are very special to us. The child inside always fill to the womb now. To fill the womb. I'm using all these things so that you can get what I'm saying. So parent org, child will feed container, and we have what we call fixed width. We have what we call fixed width. We talk about spacing, we talk about padding top left, bottom and top and bottom left and right. We talk about space between item, we talk about direction. We talk about direction. All these are grid and what's it called? Flex and grid on web development. So all these things are well explanatory. If you still want me to do more explanation on this, let me know in the comment section. I'm all yours. I'm for nobody and I'm for everybody. So that will be all. I think I'm able to explain this. And if you still want me to explain with another project, let me know. I will go further and explain with another project. Thank you very much for staying tuned with ETOO Academy. Like I said earlier on, please help us move our subscribers to at least 100. At least let me know I try this year. Next year we'll be attempting to reach 100, to reach 1,000. But for this year, at least let me feel that little feeling of accomplishment by reaching 100 subscribers. Thank you, and God bless you. Allah bless you also. Whatever you're serving me, bless you. Thank you for staying tuned. Till our next video, see you there.